Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Green Lantern Emerald Knights. Now, as you know, Green Lantern Emerald Knights was a 2011 animated film, and the second attempt in doing another Green Lantern movie. Now, keep in mind that Green Lantern's First Flight was originally going to have a sequel, but didn't happen due to poor DVD sales. Now, the premise of the story is mainly about Arisha Erb, voiced by Elizabeth Moss, who played in films like Get Him to the Greek and Batman the Animated Series. Now, the premise of her character is that she's the new girl. She's basically the one who's, meant to have a bigger place on the Lantern Corps, and Hal is kind of meant to be the mentor and kind of meant to help her out and tell her the stories of each Green Lantern. Now, this premise is similar to what I would call the story element from Gotham Knight to Dead Space Downfall. And now, with each story, we have the First Lantern, which tells the story of how the First Lanterns came to be, Kilowog, how him and his drill sergeant have a difficult relationship, and its premise was borrowed from one of the Green Lantern comics. Aylela, who pretty much goes on a solo mission to her homeworld to deal with the changes that had happened, as well as what had become of her father. And Mogo doesn't socialize, where a dangerous warmonger goes against Mogul in a kind of more Asian-like storyline. And Abin Sur, where we see Abin Sur and also Sinestro fight against Atrocitus, that sort of has foreshadowings to a potential sequel. Now, throughout the story also has the Green Lanterns dealing with Crona, who is slowly coming into the universe and trying to escape from the antimatter universe. Now, at the same time, I do have a theory that Arisha Erb is meant to be the reincarnation of Avra, who was once a scribe and was eventually chosen to be a Green Lantern, and given the fact that her character is almost like this and is meant to show something big at the end. Now, throughout the stories is that, it doesn't involve some of the other Green Lanterns, only some of the main ones. So this does imply that, Guy, Kyle, as well as John Stewart, have yet to become a Green Lantern in this continuity. So Hal's pretty much like showing Arisha all these stories, and Nathan Fillion definitely does a good job as Hal Jordan. Now, I actually do feel that, the movie's pretty much a standalone, nothing more. And at the same time, what's interesting is that, with Sinestro's role in the show, is that he's not meant to be foreshadowed as a villain. Instead, meant to be kind of like the guy who's just there. He's meant to have basically a place in helping the Green Lanterns out. And basically, we do see in the flashbacks each Green Lantern's coming with their own personal struggle. Like Kilowog learning about discipline, and also the place about being in a higher position. Allura basically accepting that old times have gone, and that it's important not to use lethal force, but instead to preserve life. Now, Muggle pretty much is meant to represent, like, how the mightiest can always fall, and the quietest can always win. Now, Abin Sur is pretty much meant to be someone who believes in destiny, and believes that every life is connected to destiny. And also the final one, which was the first segment, Ava is meant to be showing how to overcome great obstacles and how to turn something into a winning chance. So I do feel, yeah, Green Lantern's Emerald Knight isn't a bad movie. And I do feel somewhere there was going to be a sequel, because in the Ab and Sur segment, it does kind of foreshadow it. So I do feel, yeah, you could have even had the Guardians have a bigger role and try and help the Green Lanterns out. But I think at the end, yeah, it's definitely not a bad movie. So I think somewhere Emerald Knight took off and definitely left an impact. So I think it deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.